Alright, last video for this assignment, and we're going to make a bathroom sink block, or what we call a lavatory. For a bathroom, the sink is called a lavatory. So, going to the home button, sinks are kind of circular. You can have a perfectly circular sink, or you can do an elliptical type sink, which is what I'm going to do. So I select the ellipse, and I just find a spot, and typically I will create these things outside of my actual plan, create them outside of it and then drag them in it. Okay, and I'm going to click here. Now typically a elliptical bathroom sink is about 15 inches wide. So I am going to type 7.5 inch, enter. Okay, so it's 7.5 inches from the center of my ellipse out to the horizontal sides. And as you see, as I move my cursor, it makes it longer and shorter. It doesn't have to be any specific length, short-wise or long-wise. Just pick something. 6 3/4 looks good. So now I have an ovular type sink. Okay. And actually, when I'm measuring that was all from the center. That was a radial type measurement. Actually, I want to pull this in a little bit more. There we go. All right. Now we're going to offset to kind of make the rim of the sink. And we're just going to offset it 1 inch. Okay, so now we have the rim of the sink. And we also need some faucets on the sink, a water spout and some knobs. So pretty much the same way we did the bathtub. I am going to create first a water spout. And I'm going to go back a little further because it isn't going to be actually connected to the sink itself. Okay, and then I'm going to pull this one down a little bit narrower than the one I did last time. Okay, and then I'm going to mirror that over. Select that to mirror, enter button. Select that to make my mirror line. And no, I do not want to erase the original. I am going to erase the center. I am going to chop it off about right in there. Looks good to me. And then trim. Okay, and now I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of that, unless you want the end of it to be square. Delete. Delete. Okay. And I'm going to try a little bit different arc this time. How about start end radius? And again, you have to play with this to get it going in the right direction. I'm going to click on the left first and then the right. And you see it's not going in the direction I want it to go. So we're going to redo that. I'm going to go enter, click enter to get back into the tool. And then we'll click on the right side and then the left side. And then I should be able to get my arc to go the direction I want. I can. It's just being difficult to work with. And usually I can do it without getting this little tail. So I'm going to trim that excess off right there. And there's actually a little bit hanging out right here. Okay, so there is the end of the faucet. And now I need some knobs. And I'm going to kind of do sort of the base of a knob. Okay, and then I'm going to offset a little bit. Let's say 0.5 inch. Yeah, that's a little bit too, well, that works right there. Actually, I'm going to offset it to the outside. This will be the base of the knob. This will be the actual knob itself. Doesn't mean that you always have to draw knobs this way. And actually, I don't think I like that being so big. So I'm going to offset, this time 1/4 inch, 0.25 inch. That's better. Okay, so there is our knob. And I am going to mirror, and here's what I'm going to do too. You know, faucets, they sometimes have the whole big base part here. So I am going to draw a part of that. Okay, just kind of draw around this and around that. I'm just eyeballing this. I'm not doing any specific measurements or anything like that. Now I've got half of it. I'm just going to mirror it to get the other side. And I've selected objects, click enter, find the center of my mirror line and click, and then no, I do not want to erase the original. Okay, so there's a faucet. You can tidy it up a little bit by filleting these corners. So I type fillet, and I'm going to make it a 1-inch fillet. Don't need a very big fillet for this. And let me try that again. Fillet. Okay, now I have to click R, enter, and then enter again after I've typed the size. So we're going to fill it, and I think that's going to be too much of a fillet, so we'll have to do something even smaller. So R, do 0.125, that's very small. Yep, there we go, and then hit enter to go back into the fillet tool. Enter again to go back into the fillet tool, because once you fillet it, it's no longer in the tool anymore, and then you have to click enter to re-enter the tool. Okay, now I'm going to trim. Now it looks like a sink, and I can put a little drain hole right there, about. Make it look even better. Okay, now I turn it into a block. Click the insert button, create block, lav sink. Okay. Oops, I messed up. Create block, lav sink, not sing, sink. Okay, and find the insertion point, and I'm going to use like something like that right there. Now select the object, enter. Now I have a sink block, and if I go to insert, you can see now I've got the tub and the sink in there as well. All right, so that is how you do that, and I want you guys to do these very same modelings, turn them into blocks, and then turn them in. Okay, and I'm not sure, I think I'm going to give you about 3 or 4 days to do these.